My name is Gerardo Lozano Jr., and I'm a freshman in construction engineering and management.
Hi, my name is Lexi Plocker. I'm a junior in civil engineering with an emphasis in structural engineering.
Hi, I'm Zachary Grant. I'm a junior in civil engineering with an emphasis in construction, and today we're going to present to you about international construction. All right, so what is international construction? In its simplest form, international construction is any project that is undergone by a company outside the country where the project is to be completed. So let's take a look at some important history. The International Building Code came into existence in 1997. Before its conception, the only regulations that existed came from the United States. The IBC has the purpose of meeting safety and health standards for future projects that implement innovative materials in a myriad of ways. It is important to note that 1997 does not mark the official start date of international construction, as it existed well before then.
We will now discuss the differences between international construction and construction in the United States. First, we will evaluate international construction using the SWOT analysis. The strengths of international construction include having access to large, expensive pieces of equipment that is necessary for big, challenging projects. Also, international construction companies are able to hire more employees with a wide variety of skills that can help the company and projects run smoothly. The weaknesses of international construction include large overhead costs due to the increased number of employees and travel costs of employees and equipment. Large companies also have a difficult time providing the same level of customer service as small companies, as they juggle more projects at a time than small companies. Lastly, international construction companies have projects in several different countries and therefore must deal with different laws and codes in each country. Opportunities of international construction include the ability to perform projects over several countries instead of being limited to one area, as well as the ability to take larger, more expensive, and more complicated projects than a small company. Threats to international construction companies are small national companies, as well as other international construction companies that bid on the same jobs and compete for work. Now we will evaluate construction solely in the United States. The strengths of companies working only in the United States include being able to maintain stronger relationships with project owners and subcontractors in the area. They also have a better understanding of the area's weather patterns and the type of site conditions. Lastly, because of all the company's projects are in one area, the laws and codes will be the same between projects. The weaknesses of U.S. companies include being limited in employees and equipment because they have less income to spend than international companies. Also, U.S. companies often work in only one area of the country, which limits what projects can be taken. The opportunities of U.S. companies depends on the size of the company. Large companies can bid jobs all over the United States, while small companies can bid jobs over a certain area with lower overhead costs. Large companies have the ability to perform expensive, complicated jobs that small companies can't, while small companies can perform inexpensive, smaller projects that large companies do not want. The threats of large companies that work in the United States include international companies, which have access to better resources, as well as other large U.S. companies. Threats to small U.S. companies include large U.S. companies as well as other small U.S. companies.
All right, so now we're going to take a look at some of the major companies in the international construction industry. The first one we're going to take a look at is Vinci, which is located in France. Their specialty areas include design, construction, and maintenance, and the project we're going to talk about is the Barangaroo Urban Renewal in Sydney, Australia. Barangaroo is what used to be an industrial area is being turned into a residential and retail area by 2024. Vinci played a large role in anchoring the foundation 25 meters down as the project presented many issues with the physical soil. The next company we're going to talk about is ACS, which is located in Spain. Some of their specialty areas are civil works, building works, and mining. And the project we're going to talk about is the construction of the Champlain Bridge in Montreal, Canada. The Champlain Bridge will have a lifespan of 125 years and it's scheduled to be completed in the next couple of months. One notable thing about this project was that the steel and the concrete were prefabricated in order to expedite the construction process. And the last company we're going to talk about is Bechtel. Their specialty areas include defense and nuclear, environmental, and oil. And the project we're going to talk about is the Chernobyl Shelter and Confinement. Basically, this project helps prevent radioactive dust from reaching the environment. And some important fact is that the new arch weighs 33 tons and covers 2 football fields.
The global heavy lifting sector is primarily driven by the oil, gas, offshore wind power, and nuclear power plant industries. During 2016, the industry experienced one of the slowest summers in recent years. Projects across the globe were canceled due to the depressed oil and gas markets. As global markets begin to push for more renewable resources, the heavy lifting industry as a whole will continue to innovate their machines to revolve around these emerging markets. The renewable energy sector is predicted to have a boom by the year 2020. Countries like the United States play a big role in this growth due to the country's plan to make renewable energy 20% of the country's total energy. Electric utilities construction is projected to drop by 9% in the upcoming years. This is a direct effect of the global market investing more into the renewable energy sector.